And we're back, Team Dice, for another episode of News Ab Alto.
Alto's back.
Tell a friend.
Guess who's back?
We seriously don't have time for parody. I'm your host, Technical Sergeant Nicholas Filip.
And I'm Airman First Class Sean White. Let's kick off with the highlight of this month's happenings.
DI's B-1Bs continue to keep the Pacific Theater safe and U.S. aggressors deterred. The 9th Bomb Squadron deployed to Andersen Air Force Base in early February, where they've carried on the Continuous Bomber Presence mission in the Pacific Theater. Earlier this month, they performed bilateral missions with Japanese F-15J Eagles and South Korean F-15K Slam Eagles and F-16s. Conducting these types of missions improves our joint capabilities and tactical skills, fostering increased interoperability with our Pacific allies.
How crazy would a person have to be to actually attack us or our allies with our B-1s on patrol?
Pretty crazy. Ooh, nuts too.
The Air Force tries to appropriately recognize and honor the contributions and conduct of its warrior airmen. On March 17th, DICE hosted an awards ceremony for Master Sergeant Retired Christopher Parker, an explosive ordnance disposal technician. In May of 2014, then Technical Sergeant Parker distinguished himself by bravery and devotion to duty in connection with military operations against an armed enemy of the United States. General Robin Rand, Air Force Global Strike Commander, presented Sergeant Parker with a Silver Star, which is the Air Force's third highest decoration. General Rand said of Sergeant Parker, "Chris saved the lives of so many soldiers, Marines, and airmen. He put their lives first and took care of them, and that is so honorable."
Agreed. Airmen like Sergeant Parker are just so darn inspiring. DICE Wing Familiarization Program is designed to help airmen learn about what their wingmen are doing in other AFSCs on base. This month, Maintenance Group Airmen toured Mission Support Group work centers, and I was on hand to record their shocking encounter with our DICE defenders in particular. They learned about how our Security Forces Squadron keeps DICE safe every day. They visited a class learning expeditionary combat skills, toured the armory, watched a military working dog demonstration, and yes, got shocked with a taser.
Hence the shocking encounter with our defenders. I approve. The Air Force Assistance Fund was kicked off last week with a burger burn, and some inspiring words from 7th Bomb Wing Vice Commander Colonel Michael Miller. The AFAF campaign, or AFAF for you Star Wars fans, is a yearly event dedicated to raising funds which will help airmen and their families in a time of need. As Colonel Miller tells it, life throws curveballs, causing our airmen to need help. The AFAF is airmen helping airmen during those times. You can donate any amount, and there are many ways to give. DICE has a goal to raise $68,550, and we need your help to do it. To give, please talk to your unit rep.
Well, Team DICE, if you haven't heard yet, you may be a maintainer or you live under a rock. But starting next week is the DICE Unit Effectiveness Inspection. Colonel David Benson, 7th Bomb Wing Commander, gave some encouraging words to both the 7th Bomb Wing and 317th Airlift Group. Both units are being inspected from the 1st through the 15th. His advice was simple and his best coming from him.
Hello Team DICE, Colonel Dave Benson here, and I want to take a few minutes of your time today to talk about the Unit Effectiveness Inspection here happening at DICE from 1 April to 15 April. Now during this time you're going to have about 100 inspectors here on base from Global Strike Command and Air Mobility Command to see what you can do and how well you do it. So I have a couple requests for you. Request number one is this: show them what you can do. You guys are phenomenal at your jobs. So whether it's launching B-1s 24/7 anywhere around the globe at our nation's call, or whether it's launching C-130s and deploying them around the globe and taking tactical airlift around the world, you guys are the best at what you do. So during those 2 weeks, it's our chance as Team DICE to show them how great we are. Request number two is this: while they're here, we're going to have 100 guests on base. Show them our West Texas hospitality. When they come here, treat them like we do all our guests. Give them the appropriate respect that they deserve. And make sure they understand that when they leave here, they are friends, they're part of our team. And thank them as they leave, because they're here to help us out and help us to be the best we can be. So from the 1st to 15th, when you see these inspectors here on base, I'll be out there. I'll be rooting for you. And best of luck, Team DICE.
These stories and more can always be found on our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on our website at dice.af.mil. And don't forget, everything can be found on the DICE mobile app. If you haven't done so already, download it today. I use it all the time.
So do I. It really helps you stay connected to what's going on in and around DICE. In fact, there are some great events happening during the month of April, one of the coolest being
the world's largest barbecue.
On April 22nd from 12 to 2 and again from 5 to 7, our Abilene friends are hosting the annual World's Largest Barbecue at the Abilene Convention Center. If you haven't experienced this event, it is by far some of the best barbecue around.
No joke, it's my favorite barbecue of all time. And unfortunately, you can't get that sauce anywhere else. I know, I've looked.
Good to know. And here's something else that's good to know.
Smooth transition.
Thanks, I know. Here's a look at the free movies playing at the Base Theater. Tonight, get lost in a magical world with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Tomorrow, it's a whole new world with Aladdin at 2, and then get a little more adventures with The Legend of Tarzan at 7. Next week, it's The Waterboy on Friday, followed by Kubo and the Two Strings and Deadpool on Saturday.
That's the show for this month, Team Dias. As always, thanks for watching.
Have a safe and productive month of April, Team Dias. Oh, and if you hear anything crazy on April 1st, question it. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All our latest stories can be found on dias.af.mil.